And that will happen.
Until, I started getting into it.
Right.
But that was before my first son had passed, because that's who I used to do a lot of my videos with, was him. He was a clown. Oh, yeah. He was born to be on somebody's TV. So I started doing all my videos and stuff with him.
I think you fit for it too, but we are staying connected. Introduce yourself to everybody. Let people know who you are.
My name is Tink. You can get me on Facebook, Tink Libra Girl. That's Tink Libra Girl, GIRL.
Normally, I ask people.
Just a normal mom. My kids grown. But, some moms ain't normal,
Yeah, well, I think you're pretty normal, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty
You hit
normal.
that right on. Normally I ask people to get their age, but we ain't going to do that. We know you seasoned.
Oh, yeah.
We definitely know you seasoned.
I'm glad to be this age. Y'all better hope y'all live to be my age.
How's your mental health, though?
My mental health is good.
Is it?
It's getting better. Yeah.
You went through some things that broke that for a while, right?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, and you always be, I don't want to say broke. You just got to learn to live a different way.
Yeah. Pick yourself up.
Yeah, basically is what I had to learn to live a different way. And it's hard every day, but, I make
Well, now that your kids is grown, did that lighten the load on you, or most of your issues came outside the home?
No, my issues basically came after they was grown, and that was when I lost my two sons.
Okay, I apologize. I'm sorry. I forgot. I meant to tell you that my condolences to you.
I appreciate that.
Because I did, we did talk about that.
Yeah.
But it came after the fact.
Came after the fact, after they was grown. I mean, all your kids get on your nerves. Both of them was actually 20. One of them was turning 21 when he got killed, and the other one was 21.
Okay,
about to turn 22.
Together or the same close?
No, a year apart.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a year apart.
Okay.
But kids get on your nerves when they're young. My kids used to get on my nerves, but you miss them times.
Yeah.
Especially when you get older and you lose somebody, you wish you can go back. Like, I wish I could have y'all back again, but I ain't having no more kids, y'all. So don't get no funny situation thoughts or nothing.
Silly. But I will tell you that you wear your pain, okay? You're not, because some people can't hide nor deny it.
Right.
You know what I mean? No matter what we say, they got some people with the black eye rings in their eyes, and some people just really let themselves go.
Yeah.
How do you keep yourself up?
Oh, shoot.
What keep you going?
Probably my grandkids and still my kids, because I don't want to see it happen again to my kids or my grandkids. But I kept busy. That's what it is. You just keep busy, find stuff to do. I got 2 jobs, and I just always be trying to go here, go there, get something done. Just
keep yourself active.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, and it's amazing that we're having this conversation because I'm going to start a podcast, and my first interview is gonna, we're gonna base this off of parents who buried their children before them, which is a lot of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We know a lot of people.
It's a lot. Yeah, I know quite a few.
Yeah, that we just wasn't prepared for that. And just still having to navigate out here. You still got to live. Yeah. You know what I mean? You still got to move around, and seeing other people triggers you.
And it's hard going to people's funerals, going to, seeing the kids on the TV that just got killed, and you just like turn it off. It's still some stuff that I see, and I'll be like, I don't want to look at it, or I don't want to talk about it, or,
Do you walk away from a lot of movies and stuff that bring triggers up?
Yeah, now I have seen a couple movies where, they took the kids out, and I'm just thinking, nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
You just don't want to see her, period. Especially when it comes to these younger kids, like the 9-year-olds, the 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like when we had that shooting here, them 3 kids that got shot up in the car.
I remember.
Nobody wants to see stuff like that.
It's horrible. I hate seeing small caskets.
Yeah.
It hurts my heart.
Yeah.
But that's just one of the big awareness I wanted to bring up too, man, because people still walk around this world after losing somebody close, and we still got to navigate. I tell people, it really don't hit a lot of people till the chicken is gone. Once the funeral's over, the chicken is gone, and then you start dealing with finding small things, pieces of mail, like we were talking about, triggers on movies. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Videos, like with my first son, he did a lot of music videos and stuff.
Did he?
Yeah, so it was hard for me to some of my kids would go back and watch them, but it was hard for me to I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear his voice. But now I can watch them. Now I can go in there and pull them up and look at them. So, yeah, it's just, everybody different.
You got over the hump. You just came back from New York, didn't you?
Yes.
And that was a funeral as well.
Yes, my aunt's, my mom's sister. And it's totally different down there. they do like 4 funerals in one building at the same time, and they celebrate. We was at the funeral for 7 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, they celebrate the whole time.
All at
and
once.
then the last half an hour is when they did the eulogy. Everybody came up, said their little piece, and it was over. And then the next day, they do the burial.
Okay.
So it was a lot, but I didn't go to the burial.
Okay.
Yeah, and everybody was cool.
I think that's like most of our typical thing. We want to go to the.
Yeah.
We'll go to burial. Might not go to the repast, but we'll show up.
They don't do a repast.
Okay.
So they don't do a repast. They just do a whole evening of everybody walking around, getting back. You know, some of my family, we haven't seen each other for like over 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it was cool because all my cousins and stuff, we was like, oh man, we're going to have to, you know.
How was that reunion?
It was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was nice 7 hours. So we got some trips and stuff we trying to plan with the older cousins and stuff now.
Gotcha. I'm going to ask you something else that's real important before we get up out of here. Let me break it down for you first so it don't come off wrong. I want to know how your tear ducts are. But I said that meaning some of us been through so much pain, man. Like, I don't cry as much when it comes to certain things no more.
Yeah. And people kind of look at me like, you don't feel that? Or
Yeah.
And it's not that. It's just that, like my auntie, when I was in there, you know, that was like one of my favorite aunts. We went down there every year for the summer and stuff. So, you know, I was close with her, but I think it might be a wall that's built up.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I do too. It don't mean you don't love her, don't care, and don't want to see her off. But sometimes, I mean, even losing your children, man, that was double trouble for you. You might have given all you had when it comes to that aspect and grieve another way.
Yeah.
And I think that we get to that point in our life, we don't even know our own engine.
Yeah.
That's why I say we always take care of our exterior, make sure we look good, make sure we fly, but we don't know what's going on the inside.
Right.
You don't know what their health is doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't know if you need a tune-up or you need to control alt delete or just take a nap. But something ain't right.
Yeah.
You know, because I haven't cried the last 2 funerals.
I didn't actually. I just went to my friend's son's funeral and I didn't cry there either. It was just like, I walked right past the casket because I went and gave her a hug. You know, they standing up front, but it ain't that I didn't feel bad or I don't love them. I just kept on going to sit down. That's how I kept my composure. So, yeah.
But in that type of energy that you sharing is going to help somebody else.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that don't know how to deal with it. Some people really break down.
And you have to be. I think you got to be a strong person.
Okay. Now you went to. Was it James' funeral?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was at James's funeral.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And everybody deal with things different.
Because, you know, that's my son's people.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah. But everybody different. You got some there that just can't stop crying, and I'm just standing there looking at them, and somebody might be looking at me like, she's awfully, like, inconsiderate. But it's not that.
It's not inconsiderate.
No,
it's just that, you know, we don't know.
Handle it.
Yeah, but we also don't know what happened.
Right.
Because sometimes I've asked myself, like, where are my tear ducts? What's happening?
Am I not crying?
Like, this is you know what I mean? But it's different. But I think it comes with age, pain, and experience. Yeah. And strength. Yeah. I want to throw that in there because you're strong as hell.
Yeah, you got to be a strong person.
Absolutely.
If you're not, it can eat you up.
Yeah,
I've seen it eat some people up.
Yeah. People just not the same, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Never really bounce back. I'm glad to see you bounce back. Yeah, and I'm glad to see you keep doing your thing.
It's
you hear me?
happening slow, but it's happening.
We ain't going to hold it too long. We're going to get back with you again. But y'all heard that from my girl, Tink. We out here staying connected. Let's go.